Hello everybody, Suffolk Andy here. Weather has been absolutely atrocious. We had loads of rain and high winds and trees down and everything else. But I got to nip into town today to pick up some photos of a friend's wedding that I done a couple of weeks ago. They're coming around to pick them up this afternoon. So I thought I'd take this opportunity, it won't be long, but just to nip into town. Anyway, before I get much further, I'd just like to say, Captain Cranky, man, I love the videos, really good. The 33 wing nut with the telephone made me chuckle all the way through, really enjoyed it. And the one with the missus, a bit pissed up with the crash helmets on and the sparklers, love that one too. Just reminded me of me and Mrs. P. We like to go out and enjoy ourselves. And I think we're in the same vein when it comes to that. Carry 'em on, mate. I love them. Anyway, I'm going to go into town today. And I think I've been on about this one before, about town planning. They've spent £21 million on this town over the last year to improve the flow of traffic through the town. Now that flow of traffic through the town was pretty good anyway. You never got held up, a little bit, you know, in rush hour, but it weren't too bad. So the main strategy was take out the roundabouts that worked and put in more traffic lights. We've got fucking thousands of them, which we all knew would snarl up the traffic. But they said, no, it will improve the flow of traffic. Keep with it, we'll get it right. Well, last night in the local paper, they have actually admitted it wasn't for the flow of traffic, it was to discourage you from using your car into town, to use alternative forms of transport. Now those alternative transports were using the public buses, or walking, or your bicycle. Great. The trouble is though, if you go into Ipswich, there's not really a town centre anymore. It used to be brilliant at one time, but it's now full of charity shops, Poundland, and phone shops. There's nothing that... Whoa. Tried to jump out on me there. Fucking knob. Anyway. Yes, that's our town. Half the shops are empty. Nobody goes in anymore because you can't park. It's hard. And they're all just buggering off to outside shops, you know, around the town, on the outskirts, the big old Tesco's and Asda's and stuff like that. And, or other towns like Colchester or Norwich, who've got proper parking facilities and decent shops and easier to get in, and the parking's not too expensive. But anyway, I'm going to try and get onto one of the motorbike parks. I noticed yesterday that it was... Here we go. I noticed that it was blocked off, but there was some bikes there, so I'm going to try and get round. And I'm going to go through the infamous roundabout that they took out and put in some traffic lights to snarl us up. Where the hell are these people coming from? What planet do they actually live on? What trendy ideas about cars and bikes and stuff? What universities did they go to? I don't know. Fucking first set. But they got it so wrong here. Now as we come down here, you'll see there's some big roundabouts. There's two of them, one after the other. This is the next stage they're going to be doing. They're going to rip these out and put more traffic lights in. And you can see that the cars are backed up over there by the hotel. And that will go for about a mile down there of being backed up, you know, because they took out a roundabout and put traffic lights in. Loads of people have written in the paper, you know, that they're fed up with what this council is doing and whatever. I think everybody is, you know. It's just crazy. And I think the guy who actually organised all this, the top guy at the top doesn't even live in Ipswich. He lives on the outside of Ipswich. Right, we're coming up to the first set of lights that they put in to bugger everybody else up. I'll try and get down here if I can. I think the lights just turned down there, so I'm not going to push me luck, because it will funnel into one lane. They used to have 2 lanes around here, and with a big roundabout, and it worked. Now we've got these friggin' traffic lights, so these are just pedestrian ones, but the ones I'm now coming up to cost £1.5 million. These ones here, the ones that have just changed, £1.5 million. There was a roundabout here. It was a big old roundabout, and it had an underpass under it, and pedestrians used to go through the underpass, and now they have to cross the road as well. Well, the point is, the football ground for Ipswich Town is just about 500 yards down the road there. They're not playing today, thank God. So all those 25,000 people every Saturday have to cross this road, the majority of them, and it's chaos. They're intermingling with the cars are trying to dodge them, trying to get through these lights, and it's crazy. Now I'm going to go by this black building up over there where those buses are. That's where the bike park is, and as you can see, it's pretty bad. Now, we never had this before. You know, traffic used to actually flow. It's backing up over there now, as you can see, because of these bloody traffic lights. Like I say, when the roundabout was here, it worked. But what gets me is, why admit that you're trying to snarl up a town? You want to, you want to get trade into the town. Let's get the trade, the trade working and the town working. Not to discourage people from coming into town. But this lot seem to. It's better to go on your bike. Well, I came into town on a push bike last year a couple of times. Never again. I never felt so friggin' scared in my life. The cars were horrendous. The times I nearly got knocked off, or they came so close, it was frightening. Traffic control ahead. So I thought, I'm not doing this anymore. My little fitness regime, oh, here we go. My little fitness regime was over. So I don't see why anybody want to ride up here on a bike. And I'm only now about 500 yards from the town centre. How the hell I'm going to get to this bike park, I have no idea. Road closed. That's where I wanted to go, up there. There's no bikes in there, so I don't think I'll be able to get there. So where do I put this bike? There's nowhere. Nowhere at all. Now this will take me. No exit. Right, so I know of one place, but it's miles from town. Just trying to think where I can put this friggin' bike. Oh, mate. So I'm just wondering. This is a puzzle. So the one I think of I can go to is just around here on your right. I can't turn left now. I can go right here. There's one down there. But it's going to make me have to walk a hell of a way. Yeah, this trendy sort of thinking, I didn't know where they're coming from. I don't know what planet they're on. But we do need some bloody simple bloody answers. Just ask some bikers or some motorists. Sort out this friggin' town. Come up with some ideas. And do you know what that'd be? Bring back the roundabouts. Take out some of these bus lanes. Let people use the bus lanes, during the week. We're out of peak time. We've got bus lanes in this town, as you can see. It's all piling up. Oh, that was fucking good. Me looking down the road, not looking at me bloody gears. As you can see, it's piling up now. This is typical Saturday. And most of these cars come from out of town. You know, they're not living in town. They have to come into town to do their business. And people are now starting to turn away and go elsewhere. It's crazy. £21 million to put those in. Oh, they were £1.5 million to put those in. And the company that actually put those in weren't even bloody British. Weren't British at all. You right, mate? Weren't British at all. They were bloody Polish or something. So that's the story of the fuck up in this town. And I don't use that word lightly. I tried to get into that bloody new, the bike park round there, but you can't get in there, can you?
Which one's that?
The one the other side of this. You know, they've blocked the road off, haven't they? In Princes Street, yeah.
That's not there anymore.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just walked up there.
It's a freaking nightmare, isn't it?
I usually park up at the bus station.
Oh, yeah. It's a mile away, though, isn't it?
Down here, and I was just riding past. I thought, oh, it's expensive. Up over the curb and down in here.
By the way, mate, you're on film.
Probably.
You are. No, I was just doing a little blog about how they fucked up the town, you know. And definitely. They reckon last night I was looking at the paper, local paper, and they admitted that they want to get people out of cars. 1 in 7 they want out.
Never had like cars.
Yeah, but the town's never going to be prosperous if you don't have people come in.
Well, you look at the number of empty shops. I haven't been for 4 or 5 months. I don't come in here very often. I live out of town. And the number of empty shops we've got now.
What's your name, mate?
Paul.
Paul. Hello, Paul.
Yeah.
You'll be on this blog, so don't worry.
Okay.
Anyway, mate, I must go. See you later, mate. As you can see, if you're a biker and there's another biker, mate, we all talk to each other. All good stuff. I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you a little part here. Very historic. This building on your right coming up here. It's called the Presbyterian Church. And I think when religion was a little bit zealous, a couple of 300 years ago, this was the place if you was a little bit sort of not in the mainstream, this is where you came and done your worship. But the point is, some of the more zealous town people would actually come down here, pull you out and kick you in the balls. Give you a good hiding because you weren't doing the right thing. That's the Presbyterian Church. And on the other side, there's a door with a slit in it, where when they had services, people used to look through that slit to make sure the locals weren't coming down the lane beside there to give them a good kicking. This big building here, you can see me standing here. There you go. This big building here is a big insurance building. It's been here many years now. Willis Faber. I think they insure bloody everything, actually. Willis Faber. I think they won lots of awards with this years ago. And I think there's a swimming pool in there and there's a garden on top and everything else. As you can see, it's quite impressive. You can see the roadworks going on here everywhere, trying to snail up the place. But I must be going because I've got to pick up these photographs and get them home, sleeve them up. I've got the young couple coming around this afternoon to pick up their wedding photos. There you go. There's the Presbyterian again. One of the older parts of town here in the back there. Some of the old Tudor buildings and Georgian buildings and stuff. I got that wrong. It's the Unitarian Meeting House. There you go. 1699. So it's quite a way. And I have actually worked on this building myself. Probably 25 years ago. I put the back on. The back had sort of gone and needed to be redone. And me and my good old father, we rendered all the back, plastered all the back, and got a reward for it because we had to use all the old ways they did in. Hang on, 1699. So anyway, I must go. That's me, Suffolk Andy.